Hey guys, Pride here. Check it out. I have my dangers again, and I plan on showing you what I've done with the deck for the time being. Also, I plan on recording some of my friends' decks. They run a bunch of meta, and a lot of them went to and a lot of them are really good players, and some of them even went to nationals. So, anyway, let's get to this deck. First up, I run 3 of the Beater, 3 Danger Bigfoot. Now, as I've said in all my other videos, they all have the same effect. You reveal it, and your opponent chooses randomly from your hand. If they hit the danger you reveal, it gets sent to the graveyard, and my dog just came out of the room. Hey, buddy. Anyway, it gets sent to the graveyard. But if they hit anything other than the card you revealed, then you can summon it. When this card, and on resolution of their summon, you get to draw 1 card, so that can't really be negated. Next up, if this card is discarded, you destroy 1 face-up card your opponent controls. And by the way, this card effects are hard ones for all of them. Next up, we got 3 Danger Thunderbird. This one, when discarded, destroys 1 face-down card your opponent controls. Next up, we got some draw power. We got 3 Danger Mothman. When this card is discarded, it's basically Dark World dealings. Both players draw 1 and then discard 1. Next, I dumped this little guy down to 2 Danger Chupacabra. When this card is discarded, it acts as a monster reborn for every danger except itself. Next up, we got 2 Danger Ogopogo. When this card is discarded, you get to send any danger card aside from itself from your deck to the grave. And finally, we got the bad boy Nessie, up to 2. Discard your main searcher. When discarded, you can search any danger other than itself. And now for the 2 1-ups, we got 1 Danger Suchi. When this card is discarded, it just summons itself. And finally, Danger Jackalope. When this card is discarded, you get to special summon a danger other than a Jackalope from your deck in defense mode. Alright, that's it for the dangers. Now for the Dark Worlds. First up, I run 3 Grapha. Mostly because I want to use it. I want to abuse that destruction effect, really. We got more draw. We got 3 Brow. When this card is discarded, you can do a card effect. You can draw 1 card. And if it's discarded by your opponent's card effect, you can draw 2 cards. Next, we got 3 Danger Snow, which is basically the searcher for every danger. You can even search another snow if you want. And for the last one, we got 2 Beige. This card is discarded, you can special summon it from your graveyard. And for the last 2 monsters, we have 1 Blackwing, Zephyrus. I call him Zephyrus. I honestly cannot pronounce his name for the life of me, so I just say whatever comes to mind. You could bounce it 1 card from you control back to your hand and summon this from the graveyard, but you take 400 points of damage, and it's a hard once per duel. For the next card, we got Shaddoll Beast. This is just for more draw power, really. Alright, that's it for the monsters. For the spells, I decided to change things up. Instead of running the field spell, I run 3 Dark World Dealings. This card allows both players to draw 1 and discard 1 card. I also got 3 Allure Darknesses. You get to draw 2 cards and then banish 1 dark monster in your hand. But if you have no darks in your hand, you have to send your entire hand to the graveyard. 2 Beginning of the Ends. This card can only be activated when you have 7 or more darks in your graveyard. By banishing 5 of them, you can draw 3 cards. 2 Danger Response Teams. This card is basically the compulse. You target 1 danger monster you control and 1 other monster on the field from either side and bounce them to the hand. And if this card is in your graveyard, you can discard 1 danger from your hand, place this at the bottom of your deck, and draw 1 card. For the last spell, we run 1 Card Destruction. Because this deck revolves around discarding your cards, you'd be a fool not to use it. And like always, I only run the 1 trap, my Skill Drain. Because it doesn't affect the draw effect of my dangers, because they happen on resolution. Alright, for the extra deck, there were some changes, but not that much. First, we always run the number 60. I always go with the effect that when you detach 2, you can draw 2 and discard 1. But in return, you have to skip your next draw phase. So if you're running low on cards, that can save your butt. It's actually saved me a lot of times. Because if I'm not careful, I can deck myself out with this thing. Next, I run the Dragon combination, number 97, number 100, and number 38. We all know why, for the massive OTK combination here. Next, I run Coach King Giant Trainer. You detach one and you draw a card and reveal it. If it happens to be a monster, your opponent takes 800 points of damage. If it's not a monster, nothing happens, but either way, you get to keep the card you draw. And you can use that, and it literally says you can use that up to thrice per turn. Next, I run my Nibiru counter, number 90. You detach one, negates a monster's activation, so it helps me defend against Nibiru. One Abyss Dweller, detach one. Basically, your opponent can use any effects in the grave. And just for time purposes, Gaga Cowboy, you detach one while it's in defense, and you deal 800. Alright, that's it for the Xyz. Now for the links. One Mech Knight. Oh, this link is probably my favorite in the entire deck. My BLS. Next we got Curious, Saryuja, and the newest edition, Appaloosa. Alright, that is my Danger deck. I'm hoping that tomorrow I can record some videos of my friends and their decks, Sword Soul and stuff like that. There's this one Flunderies player that I really hate his deck, but I like the guy. Anyway, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.